All right, this article applies if you are considering integrating your ERP system with CIMcloud. And it could apply if you are new to CIMcloud and we don't have a standard connector that integrates with your specific ERP system, but you want to leverage the platform and everything we've done related to Playbook so you can integrate your ERP system. Or if you're already a CIMcloud customer and have CIMcloud integrated with your ERP system, but you're switching ERPs to another ERP system. So this gets involved in what we nickname BYOS, which is Bring Your Own Sync Tool, and leveraging the CIMcloud API. So this is a particular kind of tip of the spear playbook on saying you want to integrate your ERP with CIMcloud. Here's some basic information you need to know. First thing is, does this apply to you? I've just talked through whether or not this applies to you. This is a growing list of ERPs that we have standard connectors or pro services assisted connectors. If you're using one of these ERPs, you should contact CIMcloud first before you go down the road of planning a BYOS sync system. You may find this is significantly faster and less expensive to have basically a solution that's already either fully or mostly in place related to sync. So the bulk of this document is really geared towards solution number 3, which is Bring Your Own Sync Tool. This just kind of shows what happens with an ERP to CIMcloud sync. This is your existing ERP system. You will buy or provide a sync tool. You will purchase or already have the CIMcloud platform. You'll purchase the CIMcloud API software bundle as part of that. And then you'll access the playbooks that are in the help center here and all the documentation, and basically move the data back and forth between the ERP system and CIMcloud. One notable is our system, CIMcloud was built from the ground up to be ERP agnostic. We have integrations with many ERP systems. And in fact, we built the product from the ground up to integrate with back-end ERP systems that you're running to do product inventory, customer pricing, fulfillment, things like that. We are one of the only e-commerce related or SIM platforms in the world that I'm aware of that was built from the ground up to work and complement with existing ERP systems. And there's a lot of benefits you get because the product was built in that way. This just walks through the typical data that's synced. There's more data than this that can sync. Depending on what your needs are, you can also sync less data than this. But this is very typical if you have a B2B and or B2C use case. You will see most or all of these things that occur are related to sync. So on the high level from CIMcloud into the ERP system, you see orders come in, and typically customer accounts and addresses and payments and things like that would come in with it. If you're in the B2B space and you have invoice payments turned on in the CIMcloud platform, this would be pushing cash receipts into the ERP. And then order pass-through is a more advanced add-on bundle that would come into play if you're also using CIMcloud as a cloud data hub or a middleband platform to go ahead and sync third-party e-commerce sites, for example, into the system, or if you have sophisticated customers that want to push orders through you. This is a module that you can get along with API-related stuff that's covered in different articles. To CIMcloud from your ERP system, you've got customer data like accounts and shipping addresses, product data like your products themselves, the warehouses, inventory levels, and then potentially aliases. That's part of an add-on bundle, so is the inventory levels. And then you've got pricing. We have a very sophisticated pricing engine that allows you to do customer-specific pricing, and there's lots of variations of that. You'll see this is asterisked along with sales tax. When you're planning an integration, you'll likely want to get some consulting help from the CIM Pro Services group, understanding particularly the tricky logic associated with pricing and tax. And you'll want to make sure you understand that pricing logic, your solution architect. That's covered in other articles, some of the documents and people involved. But this, if you want to leverage the pricing engine to go beyond just simple pricing on products, you can do that. If you want to leverage the sales tax engine, if you charge tax and are not using a service like Avalara, you can also use that in the CIMcloud platform. We have a tax engine that can feed data from the ERP system into the tax engine to run tax calculations and anonymous matching rules, things like that. This is basically for orders that that are in the ERP system. We have a whole way to display and track orders, shipments, all your AR billing data, your invoices, your credits, your payments, the way credits are used, the way payments are applied to invoices. All of that can sync from the ERP system regardless of where those orders came from. So if they came through EDI channels or hand keyed in or other channels into your ERP system, you can have a central portal where all of that is tracked. And that would be done through these API endpoints. So what you're seeing here is basically just a listing of API endpoints that we have. You can go into the specific documentation again in the worker portal to access these each endpoint with the specific data, payload, and field descriptions. This is just showing you the underlying table that it's driving to inside CIMcloud. And then the playbooks here related to an ERP sync. We have two scenarios. One is you're an existing customer switching ERP platforms. That's covered in a separate article and video that covers a specific set of steps you can go through. This is if you're new to CIMcloud and CIMcloud does not have a standard connector for your ERP system. You can still use CIMcloud by providing your own sync tool either through a partner or in-house. And this gives you a playbook on how to do a proper or best practices ERP sync with the platform. So good luck on your project. If you need help, by the way, our pro services group is available to help. We can also introduce you to partners that can potentially help you.